Hi, welcome to Learn, Grow, Bloom. My name is Jodi Case and I'm here with Jamie, and we're going to talk a little bit about different kinds of books that include the alphabet, because I know when we talk with little ones and we read books with little ones, it's so important to bring about print knowledge and information about print.
Okay.
And so I brought a few books. One is one of my favorites. It's called Albert's Alphabet, and it's a book about a duck that actually builds alphabet letters with wood, almost like sticks. So I thought it'd be fun to even go outside in nature and find sticks, or I thought it'd be fun to use popsicle sticks from the house. Either way, just to build different letters. But what I did first to kind of scaffold that and try to change it up just a little bit for young children is I created just a template for the letter A. And what I'd like us to do is try to build the letter A with these sticks.
Okay.
So that would be the first thing I would probably do with a child, just to help them use the tools and just try to get the idea of what it might be like to build the first letter that we're going to create.
As I'm doing this, can you explain what you meant by print knowledge?
Well, print knowledge is really important because before children begin to read, and before they even know letter sounds, oftentimes they're going to find letters that are associated with their name,
Okay.
or letters that are associated with their family member's name, or sometimes it doesn't even have to do about a letter. It could be, or from names. It could be a letter that they just are familiar with because they like it. You know, they might like the letter J because of the hook at the bottom.
Right. Okay.
Or for this one, they might like the letter A because it kind of looks like a bridge. When you start and look, like if this is the part that goes across, it kind of looks like a bridge. Don't you think?
I think so, and I can see running water down here. That's good.
And it also looks like a mountain. I mean, you can kind of make connections with what you think the letter looks like. But
If I really like triangles, I can cut off the bottom parts.
absolutely.
From
And
the A.
Yeah, and so there's lots of different ways that you can help children make connections with a letter in terms of how it is shaped and what it's formed like, if it's formed like a triangle or if it's formed like a bridge, or maybe they'll come up with something that they think it might be formed like, to help them with understanding that this letter can be associated with something that they might already know, and it'll help them remember that letter's name a little bit easier. And that's what brings about the books, because in the books there's building the letters all throughout the book, and it'll just help children bring across the importance of print. And when we read books, you have to have letters in order to read, because letters form words. We're going to try one real quick. If I were going to ask you to think of a letter that you would like to build, go ahead and build one with the sticks, and we'll try to point it this way to our friends so that
Okay.
they can see the letter that you're going to build, and we'll see if we can't guess what letter it might be that you're going to build. Oh, is that the same letter I'm thinking of, and is in the first sound in hand?
Yes, it is.
Oh, great. So that would be, it's an H.
It's an H.
Okay. What is something else that I could connect this to that would help me remember that that is the letter H? I'm trying to think of something else that it would help me connect it to.
With an H. For me, it's my last name.
Oh,
Since I'm a Hendricks.
okay. Well, that helps me right there. So when I see you, I would think of you telling me that that is in your last name for the letter H. So what I would do then with kids is let's try to make a template of this one.
Okay.
So we're going to just trace around it. So I'll hold it down for you, and you just trace around it. And so the next person that came along that wanted to use this template, they would be able to use yours. And we could also talk about how many sticks it used. So as you're tracing around all these sticks here, how many sticks did we use? We used one here and one over there, and then one going all the way across. So we're counting as we're building a letter. So we're kind of combining letters and numbers here. But how many sticks did it take? It took 1, 2, 3. It took quite a few sticks. But what about this one for the letter A?
Wow.
How many did it take?
That one took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So it took quite a few more. And the H took less. So we're already talking about concepts of more and less. And we're also talking about building the letters and making connections with what it is that we know.
Not to mention the fine motor skills when I had to trace.
Oh,
You
yeah.
had so many skills in there.
Well, and you had to come up with a letter that you wanted to make. So what would we do if a child didn't know what to do to form the letter? What could we do to support that child? What we're going to do is we're going to try to build some shapes out of these sticks, and we probably need to think about children that may not know letters very well or may not be able to create a letter knowing some of the background knowledge that they may or may not have with them already. So even if we were to build a shape instead of a letter, and seeing if they can make connections with that, or what other things are this shape.
Okay.
So that would be a triangle. What else could we do though with this? Could we stretch it out?
We could make it very,
Oh yeah.
maybe a rectangle out of this.
Oh, and I could put one there.
And then you can make 2
Oh yeah.
squares by just putting another in the middle.
Just by that. Now wait a minute. You've made me think of something else. What if we take away? What if we take these 2 away?
You just made a W.
That's what I was just thinking. If we were looking at it, it would be a
Right,
W. But
right.
if they were looking at it,
It would,
it would be
an
an
M.
M.
Or if
So
you were on this side, it'd be an E.
if you were on this side, it would be an E. Yeah, you're right. So there's lots and lots of opportunities to introduce letters, introduce shapes, just using simple sticks. Or you can go for a romp in the backyard, and you can find all kinds of sticks outside and break them apart and make them into different letters and shapes as well. Thanks for joining Jamie and I on Learn, Grow, Bloom. We hope you find some sticks and build letters and shapes and explore and find out what more you can learn.